Alexa, what day is it?
Today is Sunday, September 24th.
Good morning, YouTube. Today is Sunday, September 24th, and it's about 5:20 in the morning. Today, I'm going to record a full day of eating for prep mode, and I am 5 days out. My meal is 6 whole eggs, 1 piece of Ezekiel toast, and that's it. During the morning, I have my vitamins because I've got my fats with the eggs. I also, before I leave, I take my fat burner, and I do have a cup of black coffee. And I do use a pack of stevia in my coffee, and if I'm feeling really frou-frou, I might add a little bit of pumpkin spice. Some of you know about this ritual I have, some of you don't. So a lot of my new viewers, one of my favorite things to do after a show is I take a large mixing bowl, a big carton of pasteurized egg white, and I pour pretty much the entire contents of this into the large mixing bowl. I sit down to the TV and I eat the entire box. It is a ritual I have after the last show of the season to eat an entire box, and so it's a big treat for me on the day I do my grocery shopping right before a show that I buy this. One other quick note before my eggs get cold and I need to start eating is one of the ways I keep track of everything is I have my little whiteboard for today. I haven't loaded it up for today. I only have a couple things put on there. But it's what I need to cook for meal prep and all the other things that I might forget during the day because my brain is not working really well. Something else. This is my little salt pinch bowl. This is Diamond Kosher salt. I've talked about sodium before. Nothing affects your system faster than sodium. You know, if you think that glycogen hits your system right away, then you're mistaken. Salt hits your system a lot faster. So I make sure that I have a pinch of salt on all my meals. So this way I don't need to do anything with adjusting my salt right up to showtime, and I can actually add a little bit more salt and it will work right away. So we have a lot to record today, and I'll see you at meal number 2. All right, it is time for meal number 2. I've already done my morning cardio. I spent some time in the sauna. Then I had time with clients, and it's about 10 a.m. So this is my next meal. This is 6 ounces, 171 grams of chicken, and 171 grams of yellow squash, onion, and zucchini. And that is my absolute most favorite vegetable combination. I love this. And on my chicken, this is done in an air fryer. I decided to do something different. This has like curry powder, ginger, garam masala, and cayenne pepper, and it is really good. I really like this. This is a big change from just salt. Speaking of which, whenever I travel, I always have my Diamond Kosher salt with me, so I have to make sure that I put my pinch of salt on here. So right after I eat, I have to hightail it. I'm heading over to another gym to go meet my coach, and he's gonna take a look at me. Right now I'm 3 pounds over my stage weight, so I know all of that is pretty much water weight. I'm feeling good, I'm really damn hungry, but overall I'm doing okay. So stay tuned for meal number 3. Okay, this is meal number 3, which is technically my snack, and it's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'm supposed to just have 1 scoop of protein powder in water. But I always like to add extra protein. So I already have about 8 to 10 ounces of egg white in here, pure protein, no carbs. So a little extra protein. I love this Evogen. This is churros. I really like this one a lot. Cookies and cream is my favorite. So I've got 1 scoop of protein powder. Now, if you're a bodybuilder or you're having to eat a lot, you know how much good digestion, how good that is. So this is fiberlyzed. This is a really good fiber supplement to help keep you regular, which is really important. So this is a berry flavor, and I like this berry flavor better with cookies and cream, but I'm out of cookies and cream right now. So it is important that you can't linger over this drink, otherwise the fiber will get a little congealed. So you want to give this a really good shake. And if you're like everybody, you have to do this. Let me give it a try. That's dang good. So this has at least 50 grams of protein in it. This is a great snack. This will keep me kind of tied over for about an hour or so. I plan on having meal number 5 probably around 5:30 or so. All right, guys, this is meal number 4. Once again, I have 171 grams of chicken and 171 grams of veggies. I eat a lot of canned green beans. I don't know why, I just really love them. I don't mind a microwave. Sometimes I'll put them in a hot pan and add some onion, but I really like canned green beans. Besides drinking a lot of water to help fill me up during a prep, this is a 0-calorie Fresca. It's just something I like, and it helps fill me up when I'm feeling, hungry. How good of a job? Not great, not 100%, but it does the job. So it is around 3 o'clock, and this is my next meal. So I'd appreciate it if you would hit that like button, and please subscribe to the channel, pass it on to your friends. All right, it is time for meal number 5, and this is one of my favorite meals. This is my beef meal. I have 226 grams of a really lean steak. I have 226 grams of green beans, because I love green beans. And I have an avocado for a little bit more fats. I like to get more fats toward the evening. Of course, I'm gonna add my salt. I have my 0-calorie Fresca, and I take some of my extra nutrients that I take during the later part of the day. This meal will fill me up for a while longer because of the fats in it. And man, I'm looking forward to eating this. So I have another meal coming up, and I'll see you soon. All right, this is my next meal, and this is kind of an odd meal. This is the last big meal of the day, and this is the meal that is higher in fats. So to save money, I've been getting canned salmon because, regular salmon gets pretty expensive, and this still tastes pretty good and actually has a bit more protein in it than, your wild caught salmon, and to me it tastes okay. So at one of my snacks, I'm supposed to have cucumbers. I don't particularly care for cucumber all that much, but I do like pickles. So I have these Mount Olive pickles. And so what I do is I like to take the pickles and I cut them up like this. I got one more to cut up. So this is about 5 ounces of pickles. And I know this seems really odd. So I need to have 7 ounces of salmon. So I'm going to put it on here. I'm going to zero this out. And now I can scoop out 171 grams, if I can open the container, of salmon. You know, honestly, I prefer to use grams. It is much easier in the long run instead of having mixes of grams and ounces. So I'm going to put out 171, getting close. Boom, another 20 grams. There we go. That's it, 171 right on the nose. Yep. Okay, now I'm gonna mix all of this up with the pickles. Try to get the pickles in there. And here's the kind of weird part. I like pickle juice, so I'm gonna add in a little pickle juice right there, because this salmon is a bit dry, and the pickle juice adds some more flavor to it. And I'm also going to add in a little bit of Dijon mustard. You know, Dijon mustard and regular mustard are calorie free, they're thermogenic. So I jokingly call this cat food sometimes too, because that's what it smells like, but it's still rather tasty. And when you are starving, everything pretty much tastes good. Now, I also have 171 grams worth of vegetable and 20 walnut halves. So this is about 50 grams of walnuts, and this packs a powerful caloric punch. A quarter cup is like 200 calories, so this is a little bit more than 200 calories, but these have good fats in it, and so you need these fats to help you sleep, make you feel a little more satiated. So that is meal number 6, and I've got one more snack coming in after this, because right now it's a little after 8 o'clock at night, and I'll have my last little snack, and that's the one I can't wait to tell you about in about an hour and a half to 2 hours. This is Laura. She is my master protein powder pudding maker, and she is going to make my protein pudding because she does it so much better than I do. So show us your technique.
So this is Yaakov's favorite churro. Well, really your favorite is cookies and cream, but second favorite churro mix. I'm doing 1.5 scoops of the protein powder into a dish. And then Yaakov likes it with egg whites, which gives it a nice consistency. So the key is to add some egg white and give it a good mix to see how it turns out, because at first it gets really, really thick, but the more you stir it, it gets thinner. So if you add more egg white before you've given it a good stir, sometimes it can get runny. So there, I just need to add a little bit more. Very imprecise, I just slosh it in there. So you can see all of a sudden it gets more moist when you keep stirring. And at this point I can tell it's still a little bit too thick to be pudding, so I'm just going to add a tiny bit more egg white. And stir it up, and that should be fine. If you just give it a good stir, it'll get runnier and be more of a pudding consistency. And there you go. Churro pudding.
Yummy. So this is where I like to enjoy my pudding, and I like to have this particular spoon because I want to make sure that I get every single bit of this, because this is so good. As you know, I've been baking, and I think I'm going to put this on top of a pound cake or something, because this is so good. It would be really good on top of a muffin too. So now you've seen a complete day of eating, and I'm in single-digit body fat, and you see how much food I eat, but everything is very clean. And with all the cardio I do and the weightlifting, this has helped me drop the weight, and it keeps my protein level high enough that my body isn't cannibalizing muscle. So now I'm just going to enjoy my favorite part of the day. Thanks for joining me. Until probably tomorrow.